Hi guys, I'm Aidan from GTG Coaching. So we're doing another video today during lockdown. So hopefully everyone who's still stuck in lockdown is surviving and not going too crazy and is probably asking themselves the same question that we all are asking themselves, which is, where can I get my haircut? So moving on from there, the video I'm going to do today is talk about challenging your viewpoint. So this is something that we see quite a lot. So if you're someone who is trying to get back to playing a sport, lifting heavy, CrossFit, running from an injury, and you're struggling with it, this is probably a good video for you. So challenging your viewpoint. So it really kind of starts off with the goal that someone wants. So in this case, let's talk about lifting heavy or trying to get back to something like CrossFit, okay? What you want to do, what you think you need to do, and what you need to do, or actually need to do, usually don't tie together. So in this example of lifting heavy from an injury or trying to get back to CrossFit and you're struggling and maybe come into the same problem again and again, it's likely in this case, what you want to do is continue to lift heavy or continue to train really intensely and sort of to exhaustion. That's probably something you get a lot of value out of. What you think you need to do, and this is just an example, is maybe make tweaks to your training, establish a new technique, back off for a bit, modify your program and go again. If you keep coming into the same setback again and again, what you think you need to do is probably not actually marrying up with what you need to do, which is really common. In the case here, I'm talking about things that are exercise related, but this can carry over to a lot of different areas. So what you need to do is usually the thing that people will deny or avoid because it's extremely uncomfortable. Trying to lift heavy again after an injury or trying to get back to CrossFit after an injury usually means stripping back what you were previously doing right the way back to where the issue occurred from. Sometimes that can be really regressing your program. Addressing the issue, movement issue, strength deficit, whatever it is, and rebuilding that gradually and letting yourself get accustomed to it and trying to establish good movement patterns. A lot of times with CrossFit, it can be a case of that enjoyment is smashing it out, and lifting heavy is that enjoyment of a really heavy weight, but that can lead to breakdown, and you got to find periods where you're working on technique and execution and things like that, which a lot of times isn't what someone wants to do. So the case of then denying what the issue is, and maybe thinking it's something else, or avoiding it entirely. So our experiences within that is when it comes to changing what you need to do or having what you think you need to do, it ties into mindset, environment, and a physical aspect. So what do you believe is happening? What do you believe is your setback? Is it affected by the environment, the people you're around? And is it something physical that you need to adjust? Okay, this one's pretty tough if it's a mindset and something you believe. So if it's something you believe, trying to go from what you think you need to do to what you need to do is really tough. Environment, equally as hard. Our experience, this is the big one. That usually needs quite a lot of work. So what do you do in that scenario? So the first thing is maybe look at how you identify with this. So is lifting heavy, is being involved in CrossFit, a CrossFit athlete or an athlete in general, part of your identity and who you are, and without that it leaves you a wee bit lost, then you're going to struggle to step away from that. Completely understandable. So that's probably the first thing to maybe look at. I know that trying to do what you need to do will probably have a big impact on that, and that's very tough. And the next thing from there is objectivity. So can you take a step back from the issue that you have and see it objectively? And if not, consult someone, like I've written here, consult a friend. But basically what I mean is speak to someone who's non-biased, isn't going to just confirm what you think you need to do, give you a different perspective and probably tell you what it is that you need to do if you're ready and wanting to hear it. Or what you could do is, funny enough, you could hire a coach. Shocked that I said that. So that's what our advice would be in that kind of case. If you are struggling to hit your goal, constantly hitting setbacks, and maybe you need to challenge your viewpoint upon what you're doing. This has a good carryover to your kind of lifestyle outside training and also nutrition as well.